So we are going to go ahead and jump right into the tier list. That's going to kind of be our plan for the rest of the stream. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Play it after 2. I don't know how to get access to Ultra Despair Girls. I'm not sure. The crowd goes bananas. First time I saw this, I had no clue. It was just instantly died upon them leaving. Yeah, it is kind of ambiguous, but I kind of like it that way. Leon F tier for being the mastermind. Alright, let's do this thing. Alright. So I guess let's just go in order. We'll start with Leon, I guess. Leon, he was kind of just there for a while. Like, he was a good first killer, a good first antagonist, I guess. But he was just kind of there. He didn't really get a ton of development, which I guess also happened because I didn't really do his free times. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of him. His execution was pretty interesting. It kind of liked how it tied into his like him being a basketball player. He's a good meme, I'll give you that, but I don't think he's quite anywhere up here, unfortunately. Seriously, look at the cover of the game. Ultra Despair Girls. I'll do it real quick. Ultra Despair Girls. Is this the cover, like, of Toko and some girl? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks kind of dope, I guess. Alright, back to the list. Chihiro. Chihiro's a tough one. Because, again, he also didn't get, like, a ton of development. I mean, it was nice that towards the end of his arc, he was trying to be, like, get stronger and everything. Oh, it's Makoto's sister, really? Okay, cool. Oh, interesting. That actually makes me want to play it more. Chihiro. Chihiro, I think... I'd say low B, maybe high C. We'll put her in We'll put him in low B, I guess. He was kind of a background character. I know people are a fan of like the, oh, I'm sorry archetype. Not really my thing, but I didn't dislike Chihiro. I thought he had some good implications in the story. Thanks to him, we had alter ego. So I don't think I can put him any lower than B. You get a game for Toko and Genocide Jack? That sounds dope, actually. Chihiro was cool without Chigo, though, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of counting Alter Ego and Chihiro together, honestly. So I think they together average out to like a high B. So I'm gonna put Chihiro in B. Mondo I thought was really funny. I liked his bromance with Taka. Mondo I'm gonna put in A tier. I thought Mondo was really enjoyable. I like how he tried to protect Chihiro's secret in the end. That was really nice. His motivation for killing was sad, so it kind of hit me in the feels a little bit. Yeah, Mondo was cool. He was just like a funny character. Like, it was cool how he'd snap at everybody. He beat Makoto's butt in like the first cutscene we met him in. I don't know. He just was a cool character. He may have been like a little bit messed up, but he had good morals, I guess. Like, even after he realized what he'd done to Chihiro, he tried to protect his secret. So that was something he really didn't have to do. So yeah, overall, I'd say he's a pretty good character. He was one of my favorite of the male characters. Taka. This is a toughie. I think Taka is like the standard. He's like top of B tier. Taka is like our standard. Again, same thing. I really liked his bromance that he had with Mondo. He was a lot of fun. I enjoyed all the interactions he had with like the different characters. Makoto, how dare you be late? And I love doing his voice, the Metaton / Markiplier voice. Definitely my favorite voice in the game to do, for sure. Actually, maybe Celeste's voice, though. I really like doing Celeste's voice. Yeah, Taka was really fun. I liked his bromance with Mondo and everything. What stinks with Taka is I feel like right as they were starting to get him some development, but with him and Mondo like merging, he died. So like we didn't really get to see it all like go through and everything. So I don't know. I think Taka's like the standard. Like if you're better than Taka, you're A tier. If you're not better than Taka, you're B or lower. So that's kind of like where I'm thinking. Taka, my beloved, his free time events made me so sad. Aww. Fumi and C killed Taka because Celeste manipulated him into thinking Taka abused her, which killing an abuser is a fair reason to kill, but his pervertedness was annoying and unneeded. About that, we're not even putting Hifumi in C. Hifumi was my least favorite character in the game. Hifumi's going in D tier for basically many of the reasons that were stated to Mystic. He killed Taka. He tried to steal Alter Ego. He was a creep, and yeah, just like, dude, I'm not a big fan of the like perverted character archetype, and that was literally just Hifumi's character was, I am perverted. Again, another fun voice to do. But he didn't really have an arc. All he really had was just, I'm going to be annoying and I like women the entire game. So, like, if you don't have a character outside of that, I can't really find a way to, like, make you go any higher than the bottom of the barrel. So, unfortunately, Hifumi's going to go in D tier. Celeste, is anyone surprised? Absolute S tier. Like, easily my favorite character in the game. Her motive was a little but I kind of respect it that she wanted like this life that was so appealing to her. Like I kind of respect it for that. She was dope. I loved doing her voice. She had really good interactions with a lot of the characters. Her free time events were really interesting. She was just a lot of fun. She led a lot of like good points, and she was just real. Like Celeste is, I think, the realest character in the game. Like, yeah, she might say some morbid things from time to time, but at the very least, she'll tell it like it is, and even if it's not what you want to hear, she'll still tell you anyway, and I have mad respect for that. Easily my favorite character in the game. Celeste is absolutely S tier. I honestly might make another tier that's just Celeste tier. Sakura, A tier, for sure. Her arc with being the traitor and everything was really well executed. I really enjoyed her character of, like, this super powerful martial artist. I think we did one of her free time events, and I thought it was really interesting. I admire her tenacity towards the end of her arc, choosing to fight back against the mastermind due to like her love and caring for her friends. She was just a phenomenal character. I'm kind of sad that she had to go when she did, but her arc wrapped up nicely, even if it wasn't like maybe the way we wanted it to. She was just an awesome character, super dope. I loved her relationship with Hina. Yeah, Sakura was like, honestly, Sakura was like the big sister of the entire crew. So like, she was just so awesome. Like, if she seems like the character who could be counted on no matter what. Mukuro, I'm gonna count this as I'm gonna count Mukuro as like beginning Junko as well, and we'll rank actual Junko later. Mukuro, I think is B, maybe C tier. I'll put her in B, I guess. Sakura was the MVP. She really was. Sakura was great. I'll put Mukuro in B, I guess. I don't know. You guys kind of won me over with the sob stories a little bit on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I really liked when we first met Junko. She was one of my favorite characters, but it turned out that she was like not actually Junko and everything. By the way, beginning Junko is at the end of the list. Yeah, but I'm gonna count Mukuro as beginning Junko and Mukuro. So, like, because we didn't get to know Mukuro much, I'd probably put her in C, but I also would put Junko probably in, like, A tier. So because of that, I think that averages out to a B. Plus, like, y'all won me over with the sob stories. I really feel for this character. She was killed by the person she adored and respected the most, and that just hurts my little heart. So I think Mukuro, I just wish we got to interact with her more. Like, I feel like the death happened so early, and we had no clue who she actually was. And then we didn't really learn that she even existed until almost chapter 4 or 5. So, we'd like to see a bit more from her. It seems like the game even forgets that she existed, which is a bit unfortunate too. But overall, I think that, I think I would have liked her if I got to spend more time with her. Genocide Jill, A tier. I love this character. I'll be honest, Toko, there was a while where she was my least favorite character. And it was around chapter 2 when you guys were like, don't worry, she gets interesting during the next trial. Trust, promise, all that stuff. And y'all weren't kidding. She got really interesting. I really enjoyed Genocide Jill's character. She was so funny. Every single line and interaction she had with Byakuya was a 10 out of 10. Every single interaction she had with Makoto was a 10 out of 10. I loved, even if the character wasn't amazing, every interaction she had was pure comedy gold. And there was some cool, like, creative things that they did with her memories and everything, like how she can remember certain things and not Toko, which was really cool. I really liked this character. You guys definitely were right. She ended up being one of my, I don't know if I'd say she's my favorite, but she's probably top 5 for sure. Like, I don't know if any of these tiers are actually ordered, but maybe we'll do like a final ordering at the end. But Yeah, I love Genocide Jill. I might even put her near the near like low S tier. I really enjoyed her character. Makoto was kind of just us, but he did have some more personality and stuff too. I'll give Makoto A tier. I think that's a good spot for him. The Ultimate Hope. What else is there to say? He was very true to his friends. He looked out for them. He made sure that they... that was weird. I just heard a bang at my door. He made sure that they kind of just were as like hopeful and happy as they need to be. He put other people before himself. And I remember, like, during the game, people described him as having, like, a bleeding heart and stuff. Like, he was just a good guy. Like, he was the ultimate protagonist, like Sour just said in chat. Yeah, he was the ultimate protagonist, and he did that job very well. He was a fun character. I enjoyed him quite a bit. Even if, like, of course, he was just a bit of a normie in the end. But overall, I did still enjoy his character quite a bit. So for that reason, I think he belongs in A tier. Kyoko, second S tier of the game. She was phenomenal. Kyoko had so many great interactions with Makoto. She didn't really have that many great interactions outside of that, except for maybe with Byakuya, but that was usually just them butting heads. I love her development she goes through with the story with her dad. She's a very mysterious character, which I already just really enjoy in fiction. She was the ultimate detective, which was just dope. She was just so much fun. She was like kind of your guiding force through the first couple of trials, and then you guys had this like this budding friendship and relationship, and seeing that grow and build and everything, and how the two of them interacted and worked together to really like combat this final despair was just really great to see. Kyoko was amazing. She had so many good interactions. She stuck it to the mastermind every chance that she got. She called it like it was. She was just a phenomenal character. I loved Kyoko. Definitely my second favorite character in the game. Byakuya? Ooh, this is a toughie. I'm torn between S tier and top of A. Oh, that's tough. Oh man, that's really difficult actually. I'm gonna go A tier. I'm gonna go A tier for Byakuya. I know he's like an asshole, but he's supposed to be, you know? And, like, he filled that role so perfectly. I really liked his interactions with Toko. Every single moment that they had on screen together was hilarious, if albeit a bit uncomfortable. He was supposed to be this, like, annoying character to call you out on your crap, and he was great at it. And I like to see him open up more, like, as, like, especially in, like, it was Trial 4, as, like, Kyoko revealed things that even he didn't know, that he even succumbed and was like, tell me what I don't know. Like, he admitted he wasn't sure about something. It was nice to see. I appreciated the arc that his character went through. I really enjoyed his character. I like usually that, like, snotty rich character, so I think he was great. Byakuya's last free time is perfect for him. I didn't get to see his last one, unfortunately. I got pretty far into his free times, but I don't think we finished them, unfortunately. Might be something I need to do on my own time. But me and my 4 friends are planning a 4-player solo link. Nice! That sounds like fun. My friends and I did a 5-player one before, too, and that was chaotic as hell. You will completely understand why he knows he's better than Makoto. I mean, like, have you seen him, man? He's the ultimate affluent progeny. Like, pop off, king. Toko. This is generous of me. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm gonna put Toko in C tier. It's close to putting her in D. I'm just saying. But I think what carries her a little bit for me is her interactions with Byakuya. Albeit they make me uncomfortable, a lot of the time they're also just really funny. And yeah, with her arc, you can kind of see it coming a mile away. Like, it's basically like slapping you in the face. She's the serial killer! And then, yeah, I wish they would have been a bit more subtle about that whole thing. But still, she was funny at times. Ultra Despair Girls will dramatically improve her. I'll take your word for it. But as an actual character, she was kind of there. She was there to be, like, Genocide Jill's foil. And I guess, like, she was a good foil, but it's hard being a boring foil, I'll say that much. And she was just kind of boring. Like, I'm sorry, she was. I did not enjoy Toko at all. Oh, do I put Toko in D tier? Do I put Toko in... You know what? No. I'll leave it in C, because I think there's characters I'd rather put in D tier more. So I'll leave her in C. Hero. Yeah. Wasn't a fan. He was just the typical dumb character that didn't really contribute anything. He didn't even have, like, a character arc either. Like, I guess, like, there was the arc with him in the 3rd trial, but that wasn't even an arc. It was just they thought he killed people, and he didn't. And then the 4th trial, the same thing. He thought he killed someone, and he didn't. And, like, I don't think he had an actual arc. Like, I don't know, like, he was just the comedic relief. But, like, besides being comedic relief, you need to have, like, other personality. And he didn't really have that. He was just funny. And even then, like, only some of his jokes were funny. So, like, it's hard to, like, say that, yeah, he was a great character when only part of the time was he funny. So, like, I don't know where to go from there besides just saying, like, yeah, he was alright. He was sometimes funny, but besides that, he didn't have an arc. Bro was just existing, and I respect that. Yeah, but at the same time, if he's just existing, then he's not really a character. Like, I respect it. Like, exactly. All he does is exist. He doesn't contribute anything, you know? Like, maybe if he ever, like, comes back in, like, a future game or whatever, maybe he might go up for me. But I don't know. At the moment, I definitely didn't hate him as much as Hifumi. Like, no shot. But I was not a fan. Hina, C tier. I really enjoyed her relationship with Sakura. Outside of that, she certainly was a character, I guess. So I don't really know what to say besides that. She definitely was a character. And I enjoyed her relationship with Sakura, but other than that, I don't know what else to say, man. She was okay. I definitely didn't hate her, but at the same time, like, she didn't really contribute a lot. She tried to get us all killed because she cared about someone so much. I don't know. He's like a weird hippie dude, that's it. Don't need an arc for someone that doesn't need to grow. Yeah, but at the same time, if you don't like that archetype, you're not going to like him at all. And I don't really like that weird, funny hippie dude archetype. He has a light novel at the end of the Ultra Despair Girls too. Okay. Hina, again, like I said, I enjoyed her relationship with Sakura, but other than that, like, I felt like I enjoyed Sakura's end of that relationship more. She was still fine. She was just kind of dumb, which is, again, why I didn't really like Hiro. So, yeah, definitely not, like, B tier, and I definitely don't think she's bad enough to be in D tier, but she was not great. That's actual Junko, so we'll do that last, I think. Sayaka, boop-a-doop, boop, boop. I did not like Sayaka one little bit. I found her very, very annoying and very, very predictable. She was just the standard sidekick character. Besides that, like, she didn't have an arc. She tried to frame you. I guess in the end she tried to protect you, but at the same time, like, she still tried to frame you at a certain point. And, like, she was just a nothing character. Her entire character was, I'm psychic, tee-hee. Just kidding, I just have really good intuition. And that's not a character. Like, she was just boring besides that. Even her free times weren't fun. I guess her motivation for why she did the killing is kind of respectable a little bit. But overall, she was just kind of there. Like, same thing with, like, Hiro. She was just kind of there. And she was there for even less time than Hiro was. So that should tell you everything you need to know. Yeah, was not a fan. I think she belongs in D tier. Junko. Where, oh where do we rate you? A tier. I can see why people would not like her. I absolutely can understand why people would not like her. I enjoyed the character personality swapping, and like, she was just really funny. The plot that she put together was really interesting. I really liked her final trial leading up to the reveal. I liked being able to figure that out and piece that stuff together. That was really fun. I enjoyed it. I thought she was funny. Yeah, she's kind of out of nowhere. Like, you don't really get to see the side of her personality or her character until the final trial, which kind of sucks. But besides that, like, I don't know. It's kind of, that's also like the idea of like this huge mastermind being built up throughout the game. So I definitely enjoyed like the build up to her character at least as well. Maybe she would be B tier, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn there. Imagine doing investigation trial back to back. People get missed. Yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. All right, so this is kind of where I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and reorder these. I think D tier is accurate. Hifumi was my least favorite character, then Sayaka, then Hiro. These three, Toko probably, then Leon, then Hina. Mukuro, Chihiro, Taka, I think that order is correct. this tier, I'm tempted to move Sakura or Byakuya to S tier, maybe? Because I did really like both of them. Or maybe Jill. I just don't like how big A tier is. Who would I move up to S? No, I think it's fine. We'll just reorder it. So, Byakuya, then Sakura. Then I think Jill, then Makoto, then Junko. I think that's accurate. And then Celeste and Kyoko are also accurate. Celeste was my favorite character in the game by far. I loved her. I absolutely loved Kyoko and Celeste. Celeste by far more, though. She's interesting. The anime shows her much more, and wow, she's terrifying. Oh, jeez. The final game's trial is like 4 hours, so get mentally prepared. Oh, boy. All right, so there you have it, guys. There's my official Danganronpa tier list. This gets the Kai Guy stamp of approval. In S tier, in order, character order, actually, we have Celeste, then Kyoko. A tier, you have Byakuya, Sakura, Genocide Jill, Mondo, Makoto, and Junko. B tier, you have Taka, Chihiro, and Mukuro. C tier, you have Hina, Leon, and Toko. D tier, you have Hiro, Sayaka, and my least favorite character in the game, Hifumi. So that is my tier list. What y'all think? Let me know. I'm doing this like I'm recording it, not that there's people live in chat or anything. We're probably going to wrap up right here, actually. I appreciate you guys all coming out.